Warning, this podcast contains material not suitable for younger audiences, and some material that's not suitable for older audiences. If you're part of any age group, we've found a way to offend you. Run while you still can. We are the hapless heroes.
THAUMATURGY. Thaumaturgy.
If somebody could count the syllables in that.
Hello and welcome to the Hapless Heroes podcast. I am John, and yes, I am in charge tonight.
Gas!
On this
Who are you
very
again?
special, I am the DM.
Oh.
I, myself.
Cool.
It's not me.
And it's not me!
Right. So before I even start, I'm going to say that I took a lot of pointers from the OGs over here, and I prepared almost nothing. So we're rolling with that.
Ooh. Zing.
And this should be coming out around Halloween, right? So,
Yeah, I mean, it's this whatever,
Yeah.
however many episodes this is, it's perfect. It's just in time.
Right, for us to do Monster Mash Monster Party.
And then we'll give you the
What?
recap that you so desperately
Wait, we're
want.
doing what now?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is what I choose to do with my time. So before we get back to our regular play characters, we're going to be doing this little side quest that I have brained up kind of haphazardly, I guess. So before we even get started into what's happening, I'd like to go around the table and introduce the characters. Starting off to my right, we got Massimo. Who are you playing tonight?
I'm playing the young kid, Biff, and I am a goblin scout.
All right. Then we got Dave. Who's Dave playing tonight?
Brando, the Hobgoblin soldier. You may address me as the Hobfather.
Great. Next we have Fran. Who's Fran tonight?
I am Gobwinkler Greasy
Oh.
Bum.
Gross.
And who's Gobwinkler Greasy Bum?
I am a goblin wizard inventor thing.
Cool. All right. Next we got James. Not playing Hoblet tonight. Who's James tonight?
I am half Tom Fegan.
Wait, half Tom?
Half Tom Fegan. Yes, that's me. I am a shaman. I speak with the ancestors.
Oh man.
Whose
Know my
ancestors?
voice.
Wow.
All ancestors.
I'm gonna try to keep my composure through
I
this.
am impressed that James is able to achieve this level of
Half Tom.
this level of half Tom.
And last but not least, of course, we have Zach. Who's Zach tonight?
I'm gonna be playing Liger Silver Schleider. I'm taking a break from stand-up comedy and maybe I'll just beat some people up.
No, just to clarify, what exactly is Liger?
I'm a bugbear. I'm a berserker.
His dad is a bug and his mom is a bear.
That's not how that works.
Right.
Exactly how it works. How do you think a liger's made?
So a bugbear is what, essentially like a Wookiee?
They're just like ogres, like just like gigantic,
Big, hairy
yeah,
creatures.
right.
False. False.
Just look it up.
Exactly.
Look it up.
Well, bugbear's
I'm
cute.
gonna punch you in the face, probably.
So we are starting out our adventure today west of where most of the action has been taking place so far. So we've been in the Kingdom of Carnassus and the Kingdom of Esh, and then to the west of that, on the little map we have, is the Eamonvale, and then past that even further is a land off to the far west, in the northwest. That's called Scrag. And it's the city. The main city there is the city of the Troll King. But in general, it's pretty much just a mishmash of orcs, goblins, bugbears, and all sorts of different, what would otherwise be outcasts. And after years and years of warring, they've kind of had this last area of their own land up to the north. And
Like united, yeah.
Right.
It's like, yeah. I mean, it's united as
Yeah, it's just kind of like a bunch of tribes all mishmashed together, but the Troll King attempts to negotiate and stuff like that with outside parties, and he's kind of in charge.
Is it a peaceful land or is it a wartime land?
It's a mixed bag, really.
Is it peaceful but the tensions are high?
They aren't at war with each other for the most part. They will sometimes raid down to the south, which is why there's probably a lot of guard outposts positioned along the east there. Or west. Yeah, the east of the city. So yeah, you find yourselves, each of your characters, in one of the northernmost parts of Scrag. So there's a number of different villages, townships, stuff like that outside of the main city. Where the separate tribes will reside. And now this is a very mountainous area. There's a lot of different tribes that live on different parts of the mountains sometimes. There's forests to the direct south. You're in more of the mountainous area right now. And you've all been summoned together by Lieutenant Gore. So he's got you in his camp with him, and he says to you, "My friends, these are desperate times. General Stonehoof wishes to speak with you. He has an urgent mission. And from what I can tell, you're the best we've got left."
Well, of course I'm the best. I make all the things.
What did we start with?
What do you mean, what did you start with?
You said you have the best. You're.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
No comment.
So you sit for a little while in the tent. It's a big tent. It's one of the only large tents in the area. Most of yours are small because you're relatively nomadic for the most part.
okay.
And after some time, a giant orc, like massive, in full armor, huge sword strapped at his waist, walks into the room. Now you're all sitting at a table, and he sits down in front of you. He says, "Gentlemen, these are hard times that our people are suffering through. I require of you at least a short term of your service. We are running low on food. There is a human caravan that we have detected with our scouts moving to the south. Our people need this. You know this. Winter is coming. It comes fast here. And you would know that even though it's towards the end of summer, there's already starting to snow up here."
Yeah, we're kind of in the hinterlands.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, may I ask a question of you?
Of course.
What is our compensation for this venture?
You will be rewarded handsomely as best we can. You know we are of little means, but the miners intend to help us with this.
I can accept that.
I mean, yes, we all need to eat. Like, let's worry about compensation. Like when we actually can eat and put food in our bellies.
There is nothing in this world for free.
And you know that there's more than just food on these caravans. I mean,
Enough of this bickering.
If I get hungry, I'm probably gonna eat one of you guys.
Halftime will do whatever it takes to protect the land.
Enough!
I wouldn't want to be eaten by this guy.
And his hand hits the table hard, and he, from his back pocket, produces, now, Dave, as the hobgoblin, you are probably relatively well up in the military. He at least assumes this to you, and he hands you this map.
Well, thank you, General.
Zahn the Tunneler has drawn this for you. It will lead you south, as many of our raid parties do, through the mountains. There is a new path, however, that I intend for you to both scout and use as your primary method of transportation down to the human areas.
Here, I thought we were just going to be sent to beat somebody up for their lunch money.
You will be taking their lunch money indeed.
It's good to see there's something a little bit more dignified than just that.
If that is how you want to see it. Now I must go to attend to more pressing matters. The undead are still raging on our northern front. Are you prepared enough for this mission?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, we can do it.
I would say that we can do this swiftly and cleanly.
So the lieutenant leads you out through, again, what's a pretty shabby village that you've been living in.
Okay.
Um,
A pop-up village.
Yeah, most of the floors are mud. There are people obviously trying to provide textiles and stuff like that with what they can trap in the area, but there aren't even many animals that live up here.
Yeah, so it's more like an encampment than it is like even like a village. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah, right.
So he walks you to the east, towards what you would recognize as Iron Mountain.
Okay, so we're starting up here at what, Wolf's Den?
Yep, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, the name of your town is Wolf's Head.
Wolf's Head.
Yes,
Okay, we are Wolf's Head and we are heading east.
you are.
Okay. I trust your character to delegate things. You seem to be the most-
Before we get too far into this, am I safe to assume that we have recently taken a long rest?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to roll 2d20. And it doesn't matter. I just...
Oh, it's for one of your
It's
things?
for one of my things.
Okay, yeah.
Well, that sucks.
All right.
Whatever his things are, they apparently suck.
So there is a large gate at the front of a massive tunnel carved into the side of Iron Mountain.
And we just know this is fact. This is just something that...
Before the foul upheaval, this was probably a primarily dwarven area. Again, it's super mountainous. There was already a lot of structures pre-made that did survive. And now the village people and all the other creatures that live up here, they'll use the mountain for its resources. Again, they can't get much food or any other thing really of worth, but they can still mine. And a lot of the races that live around here are extremely strong.
So is this a dwarven tunnel we're coming up on, or is this a mine tunnel?
This is an old, technically it's a dwarven tunnel with a giant gate in the front of it.
All right.
I would like to know when was the last time that dwarves even inhabited this mountainous region or these mines, right? Because like, if we're walking into like a hot situation where like they're still working in there.
You would know that the dwarves haven't lived here since the foul upheaval.
Okay, no history text, nothing. Okay, so
Now-
this is like our place.
I would still like to make a just a perception check. We're at the tunnel, correct? We're at the door, just to see if we see any footprints or any markings that anyone's been here recently. So we at least know maybe something.
Yeah, is anyone else
of what we're walking?
Also, is anyone else posted up over here?
Just
or
a
no?
passive perception would let you know that there are some guards outside the door, both orcs. There's two of them.
Okay.
And there are miners that occasionally will walk in and out with ore and stuff like that they're digging up in the mine itself.
So, all right. So I'm gonna look at Bran Doe. This is Bran apostrophe Doe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, it is.
And I'm gonna be like,
All right, big fella. Well, where are we supposed to go?
Well, we got our orders. They tell us we need to be going east through this tunnel here.
Is it just a one-way tunnel? Like it just goes, there's no branching or like
I don't know
what
about
direction
this,
are we going?
guys.
Like where is this?
This tunnel looks pretty scary, man.
Like what's our final destination?
Look at you big lunkhead. Being scared of us in the tunnel.
I can't punch darkness.
I have a lantern on my person. You
No.
don't need to punch nothing.
The
in
guards are staring at you while you're having this conversation, and one of them just shakes his head and opens the door. And you see that it's fully lit in the tunnel.
yeah. Yeah. I'm just trying to get a feel for like
So these fellas don't really want to hurt us.
No,
No,
they're our like this is like our tribe. You know what I'm saying?
just
Like our people.
I turn over to what's this? Biff.
TYK, Biff. Or you can just call me the young kid.
Nobody's calling you that.
He
You
definitely
should call him.
behaves like a young kid, but I would not dignify him with such title.
Then you can just call me Biff.
Okay. Biff. Anyway, as we were.
So do you walk into the tunnel?
Yeah, of course. Like, I mean, like, I'm
Yes.
not going to delay here. I just, yeah.
All right.
Yes, the Hobfather, as a leader of men, or in this case, not men per se, but
Well, in this
Persons.
society, you're one of the tallest.
Yeah.
So-
Except for Liger over here,
right. Liger is quite a bit taller than
a
you.
hulking mass of.
Right.
The hulking mass of movable meat.
It's called you movable meat.
Yeah, I'm made of meat.
It's good to know.
Come on, you blockheads, let's go for a walk, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so I definitely follow the Hobfather in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I would like to be at the back of this group.
Okay.
That's actually my Twitter bio.
The Hobfather?
No, I'm made of meat.
Oh.
It's fantastic.
For those who didn't know.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's technically the truth.
It's very true.
So there's a long walk into the mine. There are bridges, like rope bridges, steep banks carved into the side of the stone as you go down, kind of into this mountain.
Okay.
I
I don't mean to interrupt, but you said we were going east, right? Like, east is like the Crucible lands.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just so you know, like on the other side of this mountain is where everything has gone to shit. I just maybe want to point that out to everybody because I see on this map here it's the Ashen Wastes on the other side of this mountain, and the Ashen Wastes,
it looks like our map says we're kind of going
like
on a
along,
southeastern
like so
tack.
through the mountains,
Yeah. Through, aka under the mountains.
alongside the Ashen Wastes.
Correct.
Fun.
And now roll me an insight check.
Okay.
All your character.
Insight?
Yeah.
Is there any way I can make it some kind of an intelligence check?
Intelligence would work. Yeah,
Okay.
that'll work fine too.
How about history? Would it be anything related to history? Just knowing about this area.
You've been here a while.
Yeah, cool. Good thing that's still a +6, because it was only a 12.
With a 12, you would know that these tunnels are although it's dangerous, there often people are going through these. There's valuable minerals still under the soil, and these are also used frequently as raid routes.
So like so this is like a well traversed.
Yeah, it's not safe. You know it's not safe.
Okay.
But it's done pretty
Plenty of other
frequently.
people have gone through here. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Ain't none of us been safe in our entire lifetimes.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's just keep going down. I'm gonna keep following the Hobfather until
Right.
something bad happens.
So as you walk through the giant pit that is the mine, there's big machines. You're just trying to move across the mine. There's a pretty big hole in the center, but you're just kind of moving along the one wall so that you can proceed south, I assume.
Okay. But there's like people working here, like pulleys and all these other
Yeah.
things. Like okay.
Yeah, there's lights everywhere. There's tons and tons of people working. All ages, all different races.
So we're
reach any of the
taking
lights?
this route through an active mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Men
also
at work.
It also doubles as a
raid
like a
route.
raid route. Yeah. Interesting.
Now, do
Genius.
people notice us, and do
Well,
they have any
they're-
reaction to us being in
Yes,
here?
Yes. In fact, they know what you're going to do.
Okay.
And they all have kind of this look in their eyes, like, succeed.
Like this is party time, and they
Right,
want us
right.
to all really.
There
yeah.
haven't been a whole ton of successful raids. These aren't extremely common because it's hard to keep the peace. The Troll King really looks down on it, but sometimes you gotta get food.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Can I reach any of the lights?
Sure. They're just kind of torches hanging off the wall.
Before you do anything, can I ask why you're reaching for the light?
Let's see here. Personality traits. I'm always picking things up, absently fiddling with them, and sometimes accidentally breaking them.
Okay, well
If you need to break the fourth wall so fucking thoroughly.
So this
So
is
you're
one of
gonna
your
break
Also-
the light?
Who the fuck are you asking me why my character is doing something? Do we remember what any of your characters do all the time?
Again, I am just going to say that I am a different person today.
True.
May I remind you of that?
Exactly. And
So
so,
you're
I start fiddling with the torch.
Okay.
And
Roll
I
me
just-
a dexterity.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
That is a 20.
It kind of looks like you're intentionally like flame twirling it. So yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
I'm impressed by your twirl.
Break out some of my drumline moves.
Yeah. Sure.
Keep that
With
flame
it- with
away
a
from my
20?
stuff.
Yeah, take it easy with the fire, you lunkhead. You're trying to get us all burnt up.
One of the children that's moving ore in a big bag looks at you and smiles. He likes what you're doing.
Hey, you little kiddo, you want a torch?
He runs.
Oh, sorry, kid.
I
Come on,
would,
Liger. Quit
I would
scaring the kids.
suggest that we stop scaring the children down here and get on with our quest.
I would suggest you get off my case.
Liger, that small child ran away in fear.
Well,
It's
that's
a
a
shame.
smart child.
He seemed to be searching for his peers.
Brosnan?
Wow.
Oh
It
boy.
was so bad. It was
Why,
good.
oh, why, oh, why have I settled myself with you?
I feel like all of our characters ask that question about everyone they're surrounded by.
If they're talking about Pierce Brosnan?
No, that's not what.
True.
I mean, my
True.
character's always
True.
talking about Pierce.
I am always asking that question to myself.
Okay,
Am
so
I currently talking about Pierce Brosnan?
yeah, maybe.
And right now the answer is yes.
I'm gonna just kind of like poke the Hobfather, and I'd be like, we can just go.
If we get lucky, maybe we'll leave some of them behind. Is a good idea.
So now, with how slowly the Hobfather talks, does he also walk slowly?
He's moving at a casual pace.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a picture of Brando here. Okay. So as you're walking toward the end of the pit, now there is two exits. One would go to the left towards Scrag. Under the pit, you know that you're under Mount Greystone. And to the right, you know that is the typical raiding path.
Let's go right, guys.
So you go to the right, you're walking again. Now, this is actually a relatively long journey.
Yeah, I mean, like how long are we going to be in?
There
these?
is almost, because again of the dwarven population prior, there is almost a city in here in terms of like little shops, little places to stop, little
Like it's just like
there's
a
food.
long avenue through the mountains.
Yes.
Yeah, but how many? Like, are we talking days?
Well, as of yet, you've only been walking for about 12 hours.
Just walking for 12 hours?
From Wolf's Head.
I'm exhausted.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
And how far away are we from our?
Far enough where
From
I
our
think we
town.
need to stop for the evening.
You can stop for the evening if you would like. There is a couple taverns, and they're really just makeshift like lodging areas dug into the walls. Each of them are only about like 5 feet by 2 feet, but there are beds in them.
Okay, so it's just
There's
bunks.
a ton of these. Yes, bunks.
So wait, we started here. We're
somewhere.
we just
in
made it
12
past.
hours
We just made it past the.
southeast,
I thought it was this path. Oh, that's the mountain.
Iron Mountain into Mountain Path, and he said he are under.
So
Mount
it took us 12
Greystone.
hours just to get here. So it looks like, I mean, it's literally going to take us like another like 2 days to get to like where we need to go.
This is great radio.
The typical raid time that they so the expected travel time would likely be about 2 weeks
Round trip.
round trip.
So if it
Wow.
takes us 3 days to get there, that's pretty good.
I think if
3-4
we
days.
walk,
Yeah, but if we're making a 12, I mean, we're doing 12 hours of walking a day. Like you're going to probably end up getting exhausted, right? Like
Oh, yeah.
after doing that for a couple
So
of days.
let's bunk up.
Yeah.
I am gonna find the closest tavern to me, and I'm gonna.
Are there taverns? Are we talking about taverns? I mean, like this. Like, it feels like it's a makeshift
Okay.
operation.
Whatever is closest to a tavern
No, yeah,
where
that's
there
what I'm
is
asking.
booze available.
Right. Like I'm
Yes.
asking.
There are, just like the beds, there are long stretches. I'd say about 30 feet dug in and about 10 feet wide. Now everybody just or maybe more, maybe like 15 feet wide.
This seems like a great place to get like one of those Demolition Man rat burgers.
Probably.
Nice. Okay, I am gonna go into one of these little dugout tunnels. I am gonna ask the barkeep or the tunnel keep for a water.
Just a water for you, eh? And there's this little goblin sitting behind the bar. Now, it's a stone bar all the way across, but there are shelves that are kind of long nails have driven them into the stone,
Okay.
where they hold the different alcohols and whatever.
Are there any taps on the bar in front of me?
Like the beer taps?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are. Okay. Does he give me the water?
he does.
I'm gonna take a sip of the water. Like I'm just gonna take a shot of the water. Just slug it all down.
What color
And
is it?
What color is the water?
Yeah.
Tan.
It's tan water. That good tan water. I take a shot of tan water, and I'm gonna look and point and gasp and look at the bartender and say, "What's that?" Does he turn around?
Roll a deception, I guess.
A deception, eh? 22.
You got a nat 20. He's staring right at you. What's what?
Nothing. Could I have another water?
Sure. And he now turns his back to you to pour the
Okay,
water.
I am now going to try to jump over the bar with just my head and open up a tap into my open mouth without him seeing while he's turning around getting me another
Different
water.
character, eh?
I'm just saying. It is what it is.
All
Once
right.
a mort, always a mort.
I guess that's
Could that be a
Sleight of
stealth
hand?
that's pretty stealthy?
sure.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Ooh. 15.
I rolled a 9. So I am going to roll for how many seconds are you drinking?
I like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi.
As he turns around, you're done.
I'm going to let out a big belch
And now,
and then sit back down.
how tall are you?
Like 3'1".
And you just chugged how much beer?
A good 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi worth of beer.
Only a Constitution check.
Oh my god, we're starting this one off right.
7.
All right, you're feeling a little buzzed already.
But I'm not shithouse.
No.
Okay, good.
Oh,
Now, as the leader, what is Brando doing?
I'm going to lead my way to the bar to get myself the least tan-looking liquor I can get my hands on. As close to clear as we can get, and then I'm going to go take it to a booth, and I'm going to sit down and lurk.
stone food.
There is vodka.
Yes, I think the vodka will do nicely.
Now, just to give you more context, there are other miners drinking in the bar, but they're not really talking with anyone or each other. You can tell that they're just exhausted. This is kind of like the happy hour after work group.
Right. And I feel like, I mean, there's a food shortage, so it's like, or maybe about to be a food shortage. I don't know. But like, people are like, just,
Scrounging for
Yeah.
whatever they can. All right, so you're just drinking. The two of you are. You're off to by yourself. The Hobfather Brando
Yeah.
and the young kid Biff has already taken his swill from the taps.
Excuse me, where can I get a hamburger?
There's no food here.
That
If you
doesn't
want,
make any sense.
if you want food, you have to go back.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have 10 days of rations.
I have a bag full of 1,000 ball bearings if anybody gets really hungry.
I've got rations, but nevertheless, I'm looking around.
For a hamburger?
I'm looking around and seeing if anybody looks especially slow and succulent.
Okay.
Do
You're
we
gonna just
see?
eat a person?
Do we
Been
see
in the
him?
mine
Yes.
for one day.
fucking
You're already
bugbear.
resorting to cannibalism.
No, I mean he is a bugbear.
I'm a bugbear.
I feel like
Do
that maybe
we-
happens regularly around this area.
Yeah.
Do we see him looking around, like licking his chops, looking at all of the workers in here?
I mean,
Can
I
we
guess-
tell what he's doing?
Is he trying to hide the fact that he's hungry?
No.
So if you, I mean, I would say that that's just a passive perception. You can look at him and
I-
see that he's licking his lips.
I am going to
In
take.
fact, I'm probably trying to actively intimidate people who look especially delicious.
I am going to take a day's worth of rations out of my pouch, and I am going to offer it to you, so you don't eat anyone before we begin our quest. We've only been walking for 12 hours.
What is this?
I would just like you to take a little taste of this before you endeavor in the taste of flesh.
What is it?
It's flesh.
It is flesh.
I like it.
Well, that's good. Next time you get hungry, just reach out for me. But don't actually try to eat me, please.
Just reach out for me. Yeah, you may want to rethink the way that you phrase that. Because
I might eat you.
I don't think he's smart enough to know the difference between those two things.
As he says that, I'm gonna walk behind Brando, and I am just gonna hide right behind Brando's, just squat down, hiding away from the bugbear that wants to eat me.
Now, are you sitting in a booth? You're hitting.
Yeah.
You're trying to duck behind the.
I am inside the booth, ducking under the table. Now.
Okay.
Do bugbears have object permanence?
Oh my god.
That would be up to you.
That's what we need
I
is
am
a
also
bobcat
very
goldthwait
stealthy.
without object permanence.
I'm gonna say no then.
What's your intelligence?
8.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna say borderline.
Right.
Okay. I just forgot about him. Nice. I'm gonna ask the bartender again if they have food.
God damn it!
So I'm like searching for a place to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And in that area, I am finding a new and inventive way to create some sort of small burner and set up a mini rotisserie for a small rabbit leg.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm intricately trying to put stuff together out of this sack full of weird trinkets I have into creating almost a Bunsen burner.
Okay.
And
I'm also going to suggest that you try to keep that as low key as you possibly can, with all these hungry workers hanging out around us drinking.
I said, first of all, I'm not even near you guys.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not with everybody drinking. I am finding somewhere to sleep and doing this in my chamber.
He's found himself one of the sleeping areas, and he's making a little rotisserie chicken for himself.
Yeah,
For himself,
for me.
not
Well,
sharing.
good for you.
Halftime wants a drink.
You say that to the bartender. You refer to yourself in the third person. I like it. What do you have?
Ale. Only ale.
He gives you.
I'm a little guy, right?
Yeah, you're
I'm
you're
a
a
little
goblin
guy.
as well.
He gives you a flagon that's almost, or a flagoon, I
A
should say.
flagoon.
That is almost a foot tall. And just full of beer.
Hey, we're going to hijack a train of humans, steal some food. Did you know that?
I recommend you keep that to yourself.
Oh, okay. Maybe next time. Sorry. Okay, thanks for the beer.
You're welcome.
Now I am going to go over to have Tom, and I am just going to try to remove him from this. I'm going to come out of hiding first, and then try to remove him from the situation because he's talking too much, and just bring him over to the booth with us, and then try to convince him to share his ale.
Okay.
We got a big blockhead, we got a little blockhead, and we got a coward. How the hell am I gonna survive this?
Sir, I would like you to know that I'm sitting right next to you, and I hear every word that you're saying.
Of course you do, coward.
That's just not nice.
Who's
No.
the one who provoked the bugbear and then ran under the table?
I was trying to help this man before he ate the entire crop of people in here that are gonna help us out in our venture.
By recommending that he eat you, yes, you were so eloquent.
Okay, I'ma just stay out of this conversation from now on, because it's obvious you have no rationale.
I too would prefer you stay away from the adult conversations.
Well, that's a good talk, sir.
No, he's your commanding officer.
Right.
I have a ration, kinda.
I would say in the hierarchy of the culture.
He's just a larger man that I follow around.
And I do whatever he
decided
says.
I said,
He's not my
I said-
commander, though. I just go where he tells me. I do what he tells me. I sleep when he tells me. But he's not
Hashtag
my maker.
Not my commander.
Anyways,
What have we done?
What have we done?
so let's get some rest and
Yeah, that's it.
Get out.
I'm
with
gonna
the
try to
venture.
drink the rest of the 1 foot thing of ale in front of
Sweet Jesus.
1 foot thing of ale.
little.
Well,
Tom's
not all
face.
my ale. You gonna fucking drink all my beer, bro?
Well, whatever you have in
I'll throw
drink
down.
already.
I mean, little Tom just doesn't chug beer.
He likes to enjoy it.
Halftime want to sip his drink. It's
I'm gonna drink as
good.
much as halftime will let me, and then hopefully pass out.
So these two goblins are fighting over a foot tall. That's almost 1/3 their size.
Actually, are there any straws?
Is there a large straw?
There are no straws.
So we're just lapping this up with our hands.
Well, you'd be strong enough to
Do you
lift
know
the
how
cup.
You know how a
do you know
beer
how-
works?
Again, this thing is almost. This thing is larger than us. How are we gonna pick it
Drink
up?
it
unless-
like cats.
Pretty much, we're gonna lap it up.
Teamwork.
Okay.
One person lifts up the end while the other person.
All right. So it's just a series of us lifting this giant ale thing until we get fucked up and pass out.
Yeah, that sounds like a
Right.
great
Yep.
plan. Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Stay real sharp.
Me and Little Tom getting a little drunk.
Halftime.
Halftime. I'm calling you Little Tom from now on.
He might fight you at some point.
I like it. Little Tom.
I can do some fucked up things with spells. Don't mess with me.
Yeah, I'm just going to find a nice, quiet place to sleep away from all of the idiots.
How's your chicken?
Oh, it's great. It's great. I'm
I
enjoying
thought it was
it.
a rabbit's leg.
I'm
Oh
enjoying
yeah,
it.
yeah, rabbit's leg.
Yeah, and well, it tastes like chicken, and it's this is my quiet place. This is my quiet time, where I get to invent things and not be judged by people.
As long as he's blowing things up in another room, well, we don't have to deal with the explosions and the sulfur and the explodiness. And he may do as he so chooses. I'm benevolent like that.
The explodiness.
So do you all check in for the night?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out cold. At
Yeah,
this point,
we're
I am
done.
like passed out.
All right.
Yep.
So you're
we
all
saunter
sleeping.
to wherever we're sleeping.
Yeah.
I want you all to roll me a perception check
Oh boy.
while you're sleeping.
You know what?
While we're sleeping,
A sleepy perception check.
So James has something to say. What did you still doing the money? The nat 20?
Making it rain on these hoes. Even though I'm drunk as fuck, I'm perceptive as fuck.
Oh, I see.
It's a nat 20.
Nice.
It's a natural.
So you wake to what feels like an earthquake. The ground is shaking
Holy
underneath you.
shit.
And then it does not seem to be impacting the mind in any way.
If I'm picturing this correct, we're not like in actual hotel rooms. We're sort of all kind of like
In little squares dug into the walls.
awesome.
Did anybody else get above a 17?
I got
No.
a 15 now.
No.
I got a 13.
So you're the only one that
5.
notices this.
I have a cantrip called, and this is like the most fucked up word. I've been trying since I got my sheet to figure out how to say this.
Thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy.
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 Thermometer.
For those of you playing along at home, Thaumaturgy. Thermometer.
If somebody could count the syllables in that.
For all the times he makes fun of us for not knowing how to do math, this man can't even
Right.
fucking
Can't
speak
spell
words.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah, thaumaturgy.
Everyone is in consensus. This is how you say it. It's thaumaturgy.
Yeah, after they heard it, they were all in consensus about how to say it.
It's
I'm not-
thaumaturgy.
Anyways.
You say thaw.
That allows me to make my voice boom. And I'm assuming that we're all sleeping like in a
Close to
row
each
or
other?
like
Yeah.
close
You're on
enough.
opposite sides of each other.
So I'm just going to Half Tom is going to yell.
Thaumatage.
Wake up!
By the time you, not only do you,
But it says my voice is booming.
Right,
So I'm
right.
assuming that would be loud enough to wake all
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
not only do you wake them up, but you wake up a ton of the miners.
Good.
Well,
And they
I
all
mean-
start yelling, but by the time they are awake, the rumbling has stopped.
What?
Okay. So wait. Okay. So hold on. I'm laying in bed.
You felt the rumbling.
I feel the rumbling. I pop my eyes open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's still rumbling.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
I yell, wake up.
It stopped.
The rumbling stops. If
and
I have
everyone
not,
wakes up.
I have not gotten out of bed. And I'm just like sitting
No.
in bed. As soon as the rumbling stops and I realize what's going on, I'm instantly going to lay back down and close my eyes.
A couple of the miners do get up. Did you feel that one? Yes. Oh, well, back to sleep, I suppose, then.
Okay.
So this is a normal thing for them, obviously.
Yeah, but what is it?
Earthquakes are normal, huh?
Probably the mine shaft about to collapse on everybody because it's a mine shaft and that's known to happen to everybody. So we're gonna want to like really get a move on. I'm assuming
I'm gonna get up
because
and
mine shafts fall.
What time is it?
That's kind of difficult to perceive down here. I'm not going
Right.
to make you roll a perception, but
I mean,
you can't really tell. It's very disorienting being underground for what's almost been a full day.
okay, but having been woken up. Okay, so I'm gonna phrase this differently then. Okay, instead of what time is it? So what I'm asking is, when he woke me up, how tired do I feel right now? Do I feel like I've gotten enough rest to actually consider this a long rest?
Not yet.
Okay,
But you can continue resting, and then you will get that.
I was just asking. So like, it's the middle of the night, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Let's go back to bed. I've already gone back to
For
bed.
those of us not perceptive enough in our sleep, we get to continue sleeping.
I'm sorry. We were all woken up by
You
his
were all
booming-ass
woken up.
voice. I'm going to get up,
Okay.
and I'm going to just start perusing the tunnels in the general area.
Alone.
Yeah, I'm fast, man.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. I'm asleep.
Well, and I'm an inventor, so maybe if there's maybe any lack of structural integrity here, I might be able to try to build something to maybe help support the walls of the, you know.
You can take him out of the Felix, but you can't take the Felix out of him.
What?
So,
Felix only pretends not to know things. This person actually knows things.
correct.
That's something Felix would say. Everybody else only pretends to know how to do things. I know how to do things. Anyways.
So as you're walking back through what would essentially be the lodging area, there's an old miner kind of sitting on his bed, hasn't quite fallen back asleep yet.
Okay.
Did ya feel that one? Woke you up, did it?
Yeah, just checking around, making sure everything's, not collapsing in our heads.
We haven't had a collapse in a very long time.
That doesn't mean it won't happen, like, now.
You haven't been down here in a while, have you?
No, but I mean, better to be safe than sorry is what I'm saying.
They've been getting stronger.
Hey, listen.
Wait, what's your name again?
Gob Winkler.
Henry Winkler.
Gob Winkler.
Just call him Mr.
If
Greasy.
he
Bum.
you me Henry Winkler, I'm just not going to answer. It's not my name.
Greasy Bum.
Gonzi. You shut up, or I'm gonna beat you up. I'm very tired.
You'd best listen to him. He's much bigger than you.
You're the one who initiated a conversation with me, man. I'm just trying to walk around.
Now
I'm
that
not
he's-
trying to get eaten by a bugbear.
Now that everyone's yelling, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna approach the party.
You were awake at first, but yeah, go ahead.
Well,
Who's yelling? I'm not yelling.
I'm wiping the crust out of my eyes. I'm gonna say, "Why are y'all yelling at each other at such an hour of the morning? I suggest we get going right now."
The old man crawls himself back into bed, and now you three are the only ones talking in the entire cave.
Just going to keep walking quietly by myself like I tried to do before some asshole just decided to ask me a question and I engaged in conversation. That was my mistake. I should have just been like, go back to bed, motherfucker, and just keep walking.
I'm gonna follow the greasy bottom with whatever he's doing.
He did tell you that the cave tremors have been getting stronger, and he didn't seem to know why.
Right, so that doesn't make me feel any better or make me want to go back to sleep.
I would suggest we wake up the whole damn party and we get the hell out of this cave.
I don't care what you do. I'm just trying to take a look around. Please stop talking to me
I
and
can't.
announcing your plans out loud.
I just think that's what we should do.
If you all cannot stop talking and get yourselves back to sleep immediately, I promise I will choke you to death with your own hands. Literally, your own hands. I will grab you by the wrists and make you choke yourself to death. Go to sleep.
Yeah, also Liger is like kind of handling his battle axe in a very provocative way.
Okay, I am again gonna go find a place to hide, and go hide, and then fall asleep.
So you just run into a corner. And
any dark place, any dark, dank place, corner, like tunnel,
there's a lot of
wall.
those.
It
There's
does
a
not
lot.
matter anywhere where he can't axe me and eat me.
Are you now out of sight of Liger?
Hell yes.
Then I don't know where you are, and I forgot you existed.
Oh my god.
That could not be more perfect.
Object permanence, baby. It's important. So, I mean, I don't want to disobey, like the person who's supposed to be leading this party.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just going to, silently make my way back to bed. Because obviously, no one can just get up and try to walk around a bit without someone just trying to talk to you.
I mean, it was after a pretty dramatic event, to be fair.
Yeah, and then everyone's yelling at me to be quiet. I didn't initiate the conversation. I'm still hung up on this.
I am not going to referee which one of you did or did not start it. We've got a lot of walking to do in the morning. Need I remind you, gentlemen, your own hands.
It's the morning.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, so now that everyone has gone back to sleep, you get your full rest in.
Right, I was gonna say it was probably like 2 or 3 in the morning.
At that point, yeah, probably.
Right.
Technically, it's still the morning. I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna
It's-
rip your
it's the morning.
face off of your face.
Good talk. Choke you with your own hands.
Hoblet might steal that one. I like that. Might make someone choke themselves with their own hands. It's creepy down here. The bats are flying. The miners mining and shit is crazy. We're all asleep and it's a sleeping montage.
Hope there's no more rumbles.
And we're in a game.
Montage, yeah.
We love
Thank
you,
you.
John.
Thank
Pretty
you.
good.
That was for you.
Damn it.
What is it that you are rolling for?
At a long rest, he
Don't
rolls
worry
2
about it.
d20 and records the numbers. They're used later.
Don't worry about it. It's a briefcase, man.
Cure-
And if you
it's
keep
a
asking me-
briefcase, man.
You keep asking people about their character features, I'm gonna fucking cut you.
I'm a curious guy. I might get cut. I might get strangled with my own hands. Apparently, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of hostility.
It's a
in this
feature
group.
I get to use on my friends.
Good gracious.
Guess who I'm not gonna use it on?
Apparently, me. I've only been nice to you, but that's okay.
So you continue down the southern path, correct?
Yeah, I mean we're up. If everyone is like chill, then we're just moving. I'm following the Hobfather.
Now, just as your map had indicated, there's a checkpoint about 5 more hours walk.
Okay.
So you get to that checkpoint. There are more orcs who are standing there. They're all in armor. And they say to you, "Remember, if you're caught out there, we don't know you."
We're just going out to steal some food from some humans.
Stop saying it.
No.
Okay, we'll go. We'll be on our way.
Now-
Tom, I would suggest that for the rest of this trip, you shut your darn trap, please. And remember, I said please.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So now you know that this checkpoint is kind of the last bit of the mine, the technical mine, the dwarven mine.
Okay.
Everything past here is being dug relatively recently and almost entirely for military purposes.
Okay, so these are new raiding tunnels.
These are much, much less clean cut. There are a few more obstacles. So this is going to take a little bit longer. The halls are narrower. There are some more fallen rocks and stuff like that you'll have to make your way through. But it's still relatively easy passing, just not quite what the other mines looked like.
Alright, boys. We reached the frontier again. stand to be on our sharpest behavior out here.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't none of our first run, and I sure as hell ain't gonna make it any of our last.
I appreciate your concern, and I have your back, sir.
So now, as you're walking, it's been probably another 5 hours, so it's getting close to another 10-hour walk that you've been just marching. There are little rats, rocks, stuff like that, but not a whole lot else. There are stalagmites and all that stuff. Once in a while, you might hear some bats, but you don't know exactly where they're coming from or how they even survived necessarily down here.
Okay. Does any area get any more open than any of the others, or is it all sort of uniformly narrow?
You can tell where the miners would have set up some camps.
All right.
So it gets a little more open in those areas.
Yeah, once we hit one of those, I'll call a stop.
All right, gentlemen, get out the gear. You know the routine. Let's get set up for the evening.
So as you're setting up, a passive perception would feel rumbling again.
Okay, so this is it's significant.
Some of the rocks are falling from the ceiling.
Oh boy.
And do a dexterity check.
What, dexterity
Everybody?
check or dexterity? Are we making a save or is it just a check?
There are some bigger rocks that are falling, so it's a save.
Okay. Ooh, that's good.
I will announce that I have a 21.
Very nice.
I have a 19.
11. Is this a scene effect?
Yes, I suppose.
And that's a 19.
Okay.
I'm stuck with a 7.
All right. So the Hobfather takes 3 bludgeoning damage from a fallen rock as he's trying to unpack his bags.
Mr. Hobfather, are you all right?
It is merely some bruised pride. I think we will be just fine.
All right.
So now you know that it's about another day's walk all the way down to the southern tip of Mount Red, where it says that you're supposed to be going. You've never gone through these mines before. These are relatively new digs.
So this is the part that the guy wanted us to The first part where there were miners, that wasn't really the important part, where he was like, I want you to tell us about this route. But this is probably the part that he's interested in, is the uncharted part.
Right.
It's not quite uncharted.
Uninhabited,
right.
maybe, is a better way to say it.
Yeah, this is the newest sort of there's you're not going to be finding bars and shit over here.
Right.
We're in
Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Some of these are actually natural caves that they've connected.
Okay.
Oh.
And that's probably where the miners would have set up, the military miners again. But it's a big enough area where a large group of workers, where you're currently sitting.
No, but you're saying that this is on our way to Mount Red. We're not actually at Mount Red yet.
You're
another day, I think.
Yeah.
Another day, right? Okay.
There are a couple offshoots, some to the east, some to the west. You're intended to go almost directly southeast.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to deviate from the path at all. We were they were generous enough to give us a map. I'm not about to start going down a bunch of dead ends or pathways that go closer to the Crucible lands. No thanks.
And you would know that as of right now, most of those are fairly dead ends. Some of them were dug in order to look for new minerals and stuff
Sure,
like that,
yeah.
but most of it is
Makes sense.
for this one military purpose.
Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I have no plans to deviate from where we're supposed to go.
We're just gonna follow the path laid down by the Goblin Corps of Engineers.
Yes. Okay, yeah, we'll keep going. I know you said it's been about 5 hours so far. Where are we, or more than that?
That was the end of it. You stopped in a giant opening
Right,
at the end of a
yeah.
10-hour walk.
Okay.
Yeah. So I figure get our gear out, get set
Right.
up for the evening.
Make the day's worth of rations, eat some food, relax for a few minutes.
Okay, do any of you do anything else while you're camped out?
Not tonight.
To preserve myself from being eaten again, I will offer another day's rations to the bugbear.
No, I'm trying to catch rats.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not paying attention to me. I'm going to find a hole to crawl in and fall asleep.
What are you using to catch your rats?
Well, I have a hunting trap, but I don't think it's probably pretty overpowered for rats.
It depends on how big the hunt. Is it a bear trap or is it a raccoon trap?
Well, it's a 25-pound trap.
So these rats are the size of raccoons.
25 1-pound traps.
So
I like that idea way better.
Just
it's a 25-pound hunting trap.
Are you sure it's not 25 1-pound
see.
traps?
I'm gonna roll. Could I roll animal handling
Of
in
course.
this case?
That makes sense.
Okay, cool.
Or survival.
Got a 15 on that.
All right, you do get a giant rat.
I'm eating that rat raw.
That's
Good
disgusting, but
Christ.
go ahead.
I mean,
I bite its head off.
yeah, a bugbear.
Like Ozzy.
Do any of us see this happening?
I don't care.
I'm
I care a little bit.
I see this shit in our society every
Right.
day.
And then when I get to the tail, I'll slurp it up like spaghetti. Yeah, guys, you need to taste some of these rats. They're really delicious.
And now I'm having nightmares about the slurping sound of this rat's tail going down the bugbear's gullet. Because I think that's going to be me in like the next 4 days.
Oh, right, because you offered yourself.
You don't have a tail.
That's
Right.
positive.
That's right. I feel like we maybe are all forgetting or not even knowing that he lacks object permanence.
Good point.
Who said that?
I'm still hidden.
Still hidden.
Are you just always going to be hiding with me?
I will always be hiding.
So
if
I just
you're
think
around.
we're in a 4-member party here.
Pretty much. Until I come out and talk to you or
No,
offer
here-
you rations.
That's the thing. You're gonna
so you don't eat.
You're gonna show up in a fight, and then all of a sudden he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, what is that?" And he's gonna eat you. Because he's
Well,
gonna
we've
have your
already made ourselves like we know each other. He knows. Well,
object
yeah, you're right.
permanence.
yeah.
I don't think I'm going to fight against you in a fight. I'm just going to be surprised that we have an extra guy.
Oh, okay.
Even better.
Who the fuck is this guy?
All right, so Brando, you get your 3 health back if you sleep in the night. I don't think anybody else really used anything.
No.
Are you doing a long rest then, James?
No, yeah, no, I'm not. But I need to start fucking with this. I just realized that I have some shit that I could have some fun with that I'm not fucking with.
So fucks
We
with
just
it?
took long
So fuck
rest.
with it.
Well, everybody's asleep now, so it doesn't matter. I can read once a day. I can read somebody's mind.
What?
Why in God's name have you not read anybody's mind? It's been 2
Exactly.
days.
So just do it before we start sleeping.
Just
But
do it
everybody's
now.
asleep.
No,
who's
let's-
who's
come on.
not asleep?
You can read my mind while I'm
If
sleeping.
you know what?
Before you long rest, you can
You know
read
what?
any of our
Ready?
minds.
Ready for this? If we rewind the tape like 75 seconds, I'm staring at Liger while he's eating his rat, reading his mind.
And Liger's mind is...
You what do you do? It detect thoughts, or is it like a? What
No,
is
it's a divinity. It's a
It just
It's
happens?
a channel divinity. What
Yeah.
does it say?
He doesn't have to do a save against it or anything?
no.
It just happens, really?
Here, just read it.
Soul reading. Once per long rest, I can detect thoughts without expending spirit points.
So
Okay.
you can cast a detect thoughts spell. Okay, so here's what detect thoughts does. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. When you cast the spell, and as your action until the spell ends, you can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower, or doesn't speak any language, it's unaffected. Thankfully, his is higher than 3.
Right.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment.
Right. It's not like I can read your soul.
Right.
I can just read whatever's blasting through
Right.
your
As an
conscious.
action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind. If you probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, or hates.
And
So-
Liger is thinking...
Underneath an abject willow, lover sulk no more. Act from thought should quickly follow. What is thinking for? Your unique and moping station proves you cold. Stand up and fold your map of desolation. Bells that toll across the meadows from somber spire. Toll for these unloving shadows love does not require. All that lives may love. Why longer bow to loss? With arms across, strike and you shall conquer. Geese in flocks above you fly. Down direction no.
So how long are you paying attention?
Icy brooks beneath you flowing.
still- yeah.
To their ocean go. Dark and dull is your distraction. Walk, then come. No longer numb into your satisfaction.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Good
as I'm
God.
watching him and seeing this, first of all, when he
Thinking.
starts
Hearing him think.
Yeah,
hearing
that
him
was
think-
way more coherent than I thought that was going to be.
What's that?
my mouth goes agape for a moment. I utter aloud,
Man, he's deep.
and then I have a half of a beautiful thought that should it come to a day where Liger eats me, at least I know that while he's devouring my flesh, he will be reciting some sweet sonnet and relaxing his mind, and that will bring me peace. And then I'm gonna lay down and go to bed.
And also, Liger looks up from his like chewed through carcass, picked through ribs and bones, and just lets out an like earth-shattering belch.
Oh,
does that
good.
sound like?
Right where there's a bunch of shit just collapsing on us. That's great.
All right, so you all go to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, I'll have you do perception checks again.
Oh god. No.
Nope.
That's a whole lot of I am fast asleep.
That's a 12.
I am fast.
12.
I'm faster asleep.
9.
14.
All right, so the 12 and the 14 then would again wake up to the rumbling. Some of the rocks are again falling from the ceiling.
Everybody, there are rocks falling from the ceiling.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
cover your heads. I obviously am yelling that.
Now, as you wake up, you're all going to roll dexterity checks. The ones who are sleeping at disadvantage.
Saves or checks?
Saves. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Wait, only the ones that are sleeping?
Boom.
The ones that are sleeping
Boom.
are at disadvantage.
Who's my disadvantage, boys?
That's
you
me.
roll?
I rolled a. I have a. After that, this is a
Okay.
8. So
We're almost to the end of the tunnels, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, wait. We haven't long rested.
You know, we're in the process of long
We're in the
resting,
process
but we
of
haven't
long
finished
resting. Okay. So, Fran, I'm going to. Who else has?
and I'm
rolled?
sorry. Who's Fran? I'm Gobwinkler.
Godwinkler. G-O-B is in boy or D?
G-O-B-B.
Okay.
Gob.
Oh,
Winkler.
believe me, is a hob.
2 B's.
Right.
Right.
One T.
I'm gonna call you Gonzi.
You're gonna get. Well, yeah, nobody's gonna do anything. You can call him whatever the fuck you want. You can call us all girlfriend. None of us are gonna do anything to you.
I don't want to get eaten.
Who else had low rolls?
I didn't have the greatest roll of all time.
Was it lower than a 5?
No.
Anybody lower than a 12 is going to take 1 rock damage. Bludgeoning.
Okay, I'm going to give you a 12. So whatever your bonus
So
is.
explain to the audience what
Okay.
you were using.
So I have a feature with my sage shaman.
Half Tom.
It's called the Gift of Sight. Each long rest, I roll 2 d20s. I can use the number to replace an attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check. The roll can be made by myself or a creature I can see.
I see.
So
You
I
can
can
see
basically
me.
save you guys if you have.
So you essentially
terrible rolls.
replace my natural 5 with a natural 12. So that
Nice.
would give me, yes.
For one person or everyone?
Well, I can I can roll the 2 per long rest, and I'm assuming on the same. If we're all making a check, I can't give the same number to 2 people, but I could give.
one number to one person
Right.
and one number to
So
another.
basically, if someone nat 1s, I can give them a 4,
Right.
and then they
Well,
don't nat
It's
1.
also a creature he can see. So even if an enemy makes an attack roll, he can be like, no, instead they're rolling a 4.
Oh, cool.
Right. It's a creature you can see. It doesn't have to be a friendly
that's
creature.
dope.
It's any creature you can see. That is including enemies.
Ew,
That's
why
why I
you're
was
like,
trying to fuck.
okay.
That's why I underlined a creature you can see.
Well, right. I'm like, yeah, my friends. Why would I want to give my friends a low number?
That's. I would call your
so I
friends
fuck with the
allies.
enemies.
Creature is literally any living creature.
Okay.
Right.
So you've got a 12. You've got a 12.
Plus 3 is now 15. Thank you.
All All right. So the earth continues to shake. Rocks continue to fall.
Is this because of my belch?
It was not because of your belch. That belch was ours.
Partially
Oh, thank
because
goodness.
you're-
Do you do anything?
Yeah, we need to get the fuck. We need to run. If it's like if we're about to be collapsing, we need to like make a run for it.
We're a day. Slow your roll. We're a day away from the exit. We can't
Yeah,
run.
we need to
for a
go
day.
right now.
We just
The
need to-
cave is
We
falling.
just need to move because we're about to get caved in on.
These quakes, they've increased, but this isn't like a new thing. These have been happening, right?
Cool your
And
jets.
I'm going to presume for at least me, this is not my first time going through these things to make a raid.
Probably not.
Yeah, I've seen this before. Go back to sleep.
Okay.
So I'm going back to sleep.
I will with.
Bef-
yeah.
Before you,
Sure.
the earth is still rumbling.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to pretend like it's a back massage.
Rocks are still falling.
As long as it's not tumbling
I can't
while it's
sleep in
rumbling.
this.
I'm falling back asleep. Yeah.
I'll sit up and just kind of wait for it to end.
All right. If you're doing that, you have to roll another dexterity check to not get hit by rocks.
So, but if I go to sleep, I'm not going to be rolling a dexterity check.
You'll be doing it at a disadvantage if you go to sleep.
So, wait, hold on a second. Let me just.
Well, we have three choices. It sounds like.
Let me get this situation straight.
Run,
He's
sit
saying
still,
go
or
back
sleep.
to bed, but going back to bed means we're getting crushed by rocks.
Right. You also know that it's usually not this bad.
Okay.
So I'm not going back to bed.
The other quakes only lasted a couple seconds.
We
and we're
need to
done.
move. I'm going to stick with my original statement then, and let's move away from here.
Can you say that a little louder for the
Whatever
people
will
in the
shut
back?
you up. All right, pull up stakes. Let's go follow this jackhole down the tunnel.
Liger is picking up those who haven't already started moving.
Okay. Now portions of the back end of the cave are actually starting to drop. Like there are big boulders falling in the caves to your what you would assume behind you.
So, like to the northwest, like where we came from,
Yep.
we're getting caved in.
Well,
does
we're getting
appear
caved,
you're getting
out,
caved
pretty
out.
much.
Caved
Yeah,
out.
we're getting
Oh,
caved out.
Great.
So I probably have like half Tom over my shoulder, like walking with
Mhm.
other,
Wee,
who's
wee,
walking
wee,
under their own
wee.
accord.
All right, let's
I'm
go double
running.
time.
Okay.
Okay. As you run, more rocks fall. Do another dexterity check. Save. Sorry. I'll get it eventually.
Fuck me.
Oh, nat 20, bitches.
That's a 7.
I'm gonna replace your nat 20 with a 4. Just kidding. Don't fuck with me.
I got a 16.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Imagine you have whatever I have because I'm carrying you.
You got a 7.
Oh,
Fail.
okay.
Yes, a 7.
You take 3 bludgeoning rock damage.
Ow. I'm okay.
Since I got a nat 20, do
That
I just
wasn't
knock that
too
away from
bad.
him?
One of the walls further along in front of you is starting to fall apart. You can actually see a little bit of light. Not bright, but there's something there.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, why don't we go to that light?
Right out to the lights.
Boom.
Okay, it's a small light right now, but you can tell that the wall, if it is a wall,
Is it on the wall to my left or the wall to my right?
it's on the wall to your left.
Okay, left is Crucible Lands.
What the fuck else are we
Right.
gonna do? Would
Is
you
it-
rather get buried?
To the right is a cave in.
Fuck. Okay, yeah,
Just
I'm gonna
Miles of rock.
I'm
is
gonna
between you and
shoot
the
a
other side.
firebolt at the opening there to try to blast it open a little bit more.
Do you have to do an attack roll or anything like that?
Probably, yeah. I mean, you tell me, DM.
I can't remember how the firebolt
Yes,
works.
firebolt is an attack. Would you like me to make an attack roll against
Mhm.
the rock? Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. 16.
All right. You do blast the rock open.
Great. Cool, because that rock is going to take 4 fire damage.
Whoa.
Oh, wait.
bro.
I'm sorry. It's 2d10 now.
But
5 fire
not
damage.
Dang.
not only does it open the wall, as you move through the hole.
I'm running towards it and blowing a hole in it. I'm not like saying I'm like super close. Like I fired that from 120 feet away.
You do see that you, as you approach the opening, are in a giant open chasm into the Crucible Lands.
Great. A chasm. Like at the bottom of like a ravine?
You're at the top of it.
Wait, the bottom or the top?
You're at the top. There's about 50 feet straight down. Not straight down, but like I would say a 60-degree angle down.
Like right in front of us?
Right.
So like we have to like, if we jump out of here, we're like falling?
No, you might be able to get down, but we'll have to figure that out next time.
Oh, God damn it!
Because we are ending this episode.
Nice.
Ah!
All right, well,
You're
thank
good,
you.
John.
Thank you.
That was good.
You're good, you.
That was just the beginning.
I can tell. I think we're fucked now.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. Would you mind doing the
I don't
the
mind.
honors?
Hey guys, if you like what you heard, we're on the internet. We're on Twitter at Hapless Heroes. We're on Instagram at Hapless Heroes. You know, and on some other social media pages, we have a subreddit /r/Hapless Heroes podcast. But all of those will lead you to the most favorite place for us to hang out, and that's our Discord server. Where we can be reached, you know, at most different hours of the day, just a little ping away.
It's really a Swiss Army knife of social interaction. You can
Really
DM
is.
us. You can ask us questions.
Right.
You can post
Sports
a picture
talk,
of your
cat talk.
Yes, there
You
is
can
a
even cut yourself on our sharp edges.
Yeah. Wow. Buzzing.
dark.
Swiss Army knife, knife, Swiss Army knife, sharp.
Right.
Metaphorical sharp edges.
Yeah.
And if you really, really like us, you can leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. Every 5-star review helps us grow in the ranks, get more visibility, brings more people to the show. We love reading your kind words. There's been so many at this point. Like it makes my heart happy to read all of the wonderful things you've had to say about us.
Well, not too many.
I mean, to me, it's a lot.
I could still have some more 5-star reviews.
I could go for a couple
I
more too.
Oh, hey, don't get me wrong. I would love more.
There's always room for 5-star
Feed
reviews.
the bugbear 5-star reviews.
So he doesn't literally eat us.
Right. And if you really, really like us, if you really, really, really like us, you can donate to our Patreon. We have some fun rewards. Recently, we put up access to the completed notebook of Hoblet of episodes, pretty much like, was it 1 through 98?
You
And
gotta pay the big bucks for episode 100. No.
Yeah. It's unfiltered, raw, and just ridiculous. We have some unreleased audio on there too. It's like just some fun things, and I'll be adding more as time goes on when I have more time to edit some of the unreleased things that I have.
And if you really, really like us, and this is probably going to take some dedication, we're gonna be posting some detailed photos of our respective noses, and go to your local plastic surgeon, rhinoplasty specialist, and get some surgery to reshape your nose into one of ours of your choosing.
Great.
I have the worst nose of all of us. Don't choose mine.
Well, that'll be up to the listeners.
I'm just-
We're gonna be posting some photos.
Photos of tasteful nose.
Oh, yeah,
And
We
with
got some
that-
tasteful nose.
we're changing it.
With that, I will outro our cast. Starting with, to my left, we have Zach playing Liger Silverschleuder.
Hey, is there a burger in this castle?
To his left, we have James playing half Tom with Fagin. Fegan.
Halftime vegan. We are on our way to hijack a caravan of some humans. We're
Stop
stealing
telling
some
people
food.
that.
Please stop telling everybody that.
Okay, sorry. We'll be on our way.
To his left, we have Fran playing Gobwinkler.
Gobwinkler, greasy bum.
Hey.
This is terrifying! I'm surrounded by idiots!
To his left, again, his commanding officer, we have Dave playing Brando, aka the Hobfather.
I appreciate you all being here tonight. I may call upon you someday, and that day may never come, to listen to our podcast some more.
And to his left, with almost no need for introduction, of course, there's Massimo playing the young kid Biff.
I just hope this bugbear does not eat me while I sleep.
Oh, and I'm, of course, John. Happy to be your DM for this round.
Yeah, give John a fight.
Hey,
It's the first time DMing ever.
You're so awesome. We all think you're great.
Thank you.
Now goodbye. Leave.
Bye. Go.
Bye.
Go
away.
home.
Turn your iPhone
No
off.
one
Bye.
wants
Or other
you to
audio
listen to
device.
us anymore.
Goodbye.
Listen. Okay, bye.
Hang up.